Hello, Cranberry Beans. So I'm doing a try-on and book haul for the things I got in the first quarter of the year 2023. Why? Because I am. It wasn't supposed to happen. I wasn't supposed to get anything this year, but let's be real, it did. Now, first off, I have been working on modifying this skirt, and it's currently an utter disaster that it can't actually be tried on, as it has one too few buttonholes. However, so I won't. That is what it currently looks like. And yes, the pleats will lay better once they're actually ironed and, you know, not having a puffy skirt underneath. Then, a number of members of my family needed new shoes. So we went, Dad found a website. They were selling a buy several, get several thing. And they were like, do you need shoes? And I was like, no. But he was like, oh, I really want to buy 3 more pairs. So I was like, these sandals are cute. I guess they'd make pretty outfits. I don't wear sandals a ton. So, I usually go barefoot. And I don't wear high heels, but I thought, yeah, I guess if we need shoes, I can get shoes. Yeah, they fit me perfectly. This one's perhaps a tad small, but the foot being half a size bigger on that side, what can you expect? Either have super loose or super tight. That's my sandal. So, then at the food pantry I work at, volunteer at, we frequently get other stuff, and it so happened one week that the other stuff included this. It's a wool, 100% wool coat made for Dillard's. Let's not bother with that button at the moment. This beautiful, like, burgundy color. It fits me pretty much perfectly. Currently it's like a tiny bit baggy, but that's like excellent because I can like put a sweater on underneath. Currently I'm just wearing a medium weight shirt, and it's just, you can, if it's cold out, actually cold to like need a second sweater, you could fold it up like that, put a scarf on there. It's just such beautiful. And yeah, it's been stored for the winter, which is why it's in this suit. And they are the clothing items I have hauled this month. I'm so pleased. It's, yeah, Preston in New York, made exclusively for Dillard's. Made in the USA. Like, this is just an amazing coat. I can't imagine how much it cost originally. Yeah, we live in an area that is near people who used to have wealth. Whether they still have wealth or not, they used to. Basically, that means the secondhand items can be quality. Having completed the try-on portion of the haul, let's talk about books, and of course the most exciting book I got, the book that inspired the name of my YouTube channel, but that will be last. If you can guess, let me know. If you know, let me know. This is so exciting. I'm so pleased. We visited Salvation Army, and I was looking through the books. I had like 10 minutes, and I saw it, and I was like, this is my copy of it. Yes. But we'll start with this stack of books, the thicker stack of books. We have The Youngest Templar, Keeper of the Grail, by Michael P. Spradlin. At least a couple months ago, you could listen to the author reading this on YouTube. So I might link that. It's a very fun, medieval-ish fantasy story. Then we have this First of all, I love the complete mismatched of this set. We have the Mitford series by Jan Cairn, at least books 1 through 6. We have At Home in Mitford. We have A Light in the Window. We have These High Green Hills. We have Out of Canaan, A New Song, and A Common Life. I have read this entire series, I believe, before at the library, and now I have the first 6 books. I picked this up from a little free library. Yeah, these 3 came through the food pantry, so wow, it was real funny. But yeah, I have that. Thus far we have, 7 books I have already read, and let's be real, that's not stopping anytime soon. The 8th book I have already read, Around the World in 80 Days by Jules Verne. If you have not read any Jules Verne, you are missing out. I really enjoy Jules Verne, particularly this one. It's a classic for a reason. I really just enjoy it. Very fun. And then we have another one I picked up from the little free library. Always a Gift. It's an official one, like with the stamp and everything. Never for sale. Deadly Deception by Gilbert Morris, a Danielle Ross mystery. I know nothing about it, but I was getting rid of some books I didn't care for, and, I can pick up a book I know nothing about in exchange for a book I didn't care for, right? If you can't, too bad for you. It might need to attach the end of it with some ammonia or something. Then we have mostly a stack of pocket size, mass market size. But before we get into that, let's get into our Scholastic The Secrets of Dictator Summer by Andrea Beatty. Know nothing about it. It talks about Nancy Drew on the front and on the back. I enjoy Nancy Drew on occasion. So yeah, why not? Now, for my stack of mass markets, which are not actually all the exact same size, but that is besides the point. Let's start with Immortal Poems of the English Language, an anthology edited by Oscar Williams. On the front we have Shakespeare, Milton, Keats, T.S. Eliot, Y.B. Yeats, and G.M. Hopkins. I've heard of most of them. And on the back we have John Donne, Alfred Tennyson, W.H. Auden, William Wordsworth, Jean Durwood, Walt Whitman, Dylan Thomas, Robert Burns, Robert Frost, and Oscar Williams. And then in the front, on the cover, inside cover, we have a whole bunch more. Some of which I've heard of, some of which I haven't. I just thought it'd be fun to, pick this up because it wasn't costing anything, because it's kind of ratty looking. And then we have another book I picked up without knowing anything about. The Wooden Sword by Lynn Abbey. It just looks fun on the cover. So I picked it up. I can probably breeze through this in like half a day if I get my mind to it. See how it is. Another book I picked up without knowing anything about, but it just looked neat, fun, Airborne by Kenneth Opel. It won the Michael L. Prince Award for Excellence in Young Adult Literature by the ALA. An honor book. Yeah, I know nothing about it, but it looks cool. So, then we have Apollo 13 by Jim Lovell and Jeffrey Kluger. This one came out after the movie. However, the pictures in the middle are not from the movie, which is excellent. This is, if you don't know, a truly amazing story, and I just happy to pick up this to add to my non-fiction collection because it's rather slim, especially this. Then we have, let's go ahead and do these ones first. We have Gilgamesh, Epic of Gilgamesh, in verse narrative by Herbert Mason. I like novels in verse, and
this is an epic, so I was like, oh, I think I'll pick it up and give it a try. Then we have Joseph Conrad, Heart of Darkness and The Secret Sharer. This, I have read The Heart of Darkness. I intend to read The Secret Sharer, just so I can say I've fully read this book. The person who originally bought this book, it's secondhand, the person who originally bought this book whenever it was published, printed, only read The Heart of Darkness from what I can tell. It's the only one that has any markings on it. The Secret Sharer is completely unmarked. But I read Heart of Darkness and I really enjoyed it, so. Then we have Voltaire by Candide, or Candide by Voltaire, whichever one it is. They're equally big. It was the translation by Lowell Blair, and it's an illustrated one. And again, I just was like, it's a classic. Why not pick it up and give it a try? And then we also have Sylvester, or The Wicked Uncle by Georgette Heyer. I know she seems to be controversial, but she was very fun and she's dead. So, yeah. I greatly enjoy. I'm looking forward to that. And finally, we have The Pushcart World by Jean Merrill, illustrated by Ronnie Silbert. This book is correctly labeled irresistibly funny. It is hilarious. It is genius. It's my favorite. One of my favorites. My favorite. Oh, just like, if you have not read it, you need to. It's just so good, funny, and just an interesting look at war and New York City, and just it's so much fun. You should definitely get a copy if you can find it. But I'm so pleased to have it. And yeah, I named my YouTube channel after a character in this, who is an actress, and she plays a very important role before she ends at the end of the novel. That's just I recommend The Pushcart War as a must-read. Out of any of these, you know. You can read whatever you want, but read The Pushcart War.
I forgot something. I also picked up this vintagey Tracy Evans made in the USA 100% rayon vest. I have no desire for it in vest form, and right on the front it has this lovely bleach spot. However, I have handmade a swimsuit a couple years ago out of rayon, and I need material to do a little patching, so I picked it up for that. And I hope nobody feels too insulted. But yeah, I just was like, I need some rayon. I made the swimsuit out of secondhand fabric, so I didn't have quite as much as I would have liked. And I'm like, this is perfect for what I need it for. So yeah, this is the other thing I hauled that I forgot about. But it's just for fabric, and it's going to be used up pretty quick because I like my swimsuit, and I want to be ready to go swimming soon. Also, it's mildly too big for me.